Okay, so today we purchased the 26 kg kettlebell, and here I am trying to do halos with it from a jump from a 16 kg, and it's much too heavy. You're supposed to go from 16 to a 24 on Simple and Sinister, but there was none in stock anywhere close by. So I figured I will just work a little harder and try to use the 26. So, I mean, what I'm going to do is try to do like one rep here, one rep there, one set here, one set there, and then continue out the rest of the volume with the 16 kg like you would. Like that's how you're supposed to work it in for your swings as well. So, I mean, I guess this is how it's supposed to be done, but I was very, very surprised at the effort I had to use to get that thing moving, because I felt like the 16 was no longer even bugging me whatsoever. So this is my first time swinging 26, and it felt so heavy. I'm trying to move fast here, but like I feel like this thing was bossing me around a bit. So what I did was I did one set or a couple sets of the 16 to warm up, and then I just went to double-handed swings on the 26 just to make sure I was kind of warm. But like I could feel my arms, like I couldn't get the right swing pattern. But I guess that's just getting used to how something feels like the old one, how that felt, and then compared to this one. So I noticed like the swing arc was off and my arms were bending, and I don't know, but it's all good. I'm just I thought maybe going from, like, it only took me 49 days to go from not being able to get up with the 16 to completely owning it, doing the whole thing unbroken nonstop, probably for under the time frame. So I figured if 24 was the next jump, I'd probably get away with 26. And this is like starting from square one, so it's not going to take me 48 times 2, 96 days to own this 26 kg. I think it's going to be, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 months, because I feel like this here is harder than even when I started with the 16. I mean, at least with the 16, I had a, like, I could kind of get up into the sort of get up, but I couldn't lunge up or anything like this. This, like with the single arm, I feel like it's going to rip my bicep off. And then when I try to straighten my arm, I'm just like, I was like, that was rude. Yeah. I'm happy I got it though. It was just, so I just went back to finish off the rest of the swings. Like I'm seeing something's off here today, like with that swing. Like you can see how the tip of the bell is coming up. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I turned my thumb there. I just wanted to try seeing what would happen if I turned my thumb up, because I saw some guys when they do the doubles, they put their thumbs up. So I thought I'd just give it a shot. So I was messing around a little bit here, but it's interesting. I feel like my body is changed in like 2 days. Something's different, and it's not a bad thing. Like I feel like the body's better, but it's thrown off the swing a little bit. I don't know if anybody else is feeling anything like that. That's cool. And then I just thought I'd throw in a little bit of a kitty photo bomb here. She's just hanging out. I was kind of hoping for a nose shot, but oh, there we go. Kind of. That would be Aria, if everybody wants to know. Okay, so here's my so I did a warm-up with the 16, and no problem, right? Like, that's the first rep, so it's a little bit junky, but it didn't really feel heavy so much as it was just out of the groove. Like, everything seemed to be a little bit out of the groove today. had a sip of tea. I'm going to have to look at some other guys doing their get-ups because I'm starting to notice when I sit back down that I feel like that supporting arm on the ground, not the kettlebell support, but the arm support on the ground, especially on the right-hand side here, it feels like, I don't know, like maybe I'm rolling it forward or something. It's okay here and here. It's mostly when I come back down. I'll take a look at it here and see what's going on. Anyway, the big news today is getting the 26 kg. But that thing is going to take a while. But if I get the payoff in improvements, let's see what's going on with the right arm here. I definitely let the shoulder come up. So that could be something there. I shrugged my shoulder up on that right hand arm. So we'll have to stop that. Okay, so we're going to move on to this 26 here. That's the big news. It's going to take a long time. But anyway, if I get the improvements that I got working up to getting the 16, if I get the same improvements on the 26th, owning this 26 is going to probably put me into some of the best shape I've ever been into as far as just general overall, what do you call it, general purpose conditioning, or yeah. Anyways, you're about to see the wrath. Watch this. Just trying to wrap my head around it. It's like, feels like it's double. So I pull it over and I'm expecting to maybe get half a get up, and it rolls all around my forearm. I can't even find the right position for it yet. I don't know if that's normal because I haven't been doing this long enough that when you change your kettlebells, it just feels like the groove is way off. But I got it up, and then I'm like, you know what? I can barely even hold that thing up. So what I decided is I'm gonna have to do some floor benches with the kettlebell as a little bit of an auxiliary on the end to build up. Like, see, I can't even figure out how to get this thing supported right. I couldn't believe it would be that much heavier. But when I own that thing, I'm gonna be so much stronger. So much stronger. So here I'm gonna try it on my left now. I'm just figuring that maybe my right is just off. But I'm so surprised I couldn't even sit up with it. See what happens here. And I just about wore it on my teeth. See how it slid around there? Terrible. Terrible but funny. I keep trying at it, but yeah, that grip is just, I tried that grip there where it was like resting. I was like, I don't know. So then I decided from that point I would just get the volume in, finish off the volume with the, see here I went with a middle grip, and I was wondering if maybe that's how I should be handling the other one. So the rest of it after this, after I shut the camera off, was just practice, just trying to figure out the best way to hold on to this thing. And I guess that's why you do the big jumps, because when you're using, like when I'm using the 16, I feel so confident with it that I can hold it a little bit off, it can move around, and I can make kind of mistakes and correct them. And then, that's gross. See, I'm trying to find a different position to hold it so that I can transfer over to the 26. But when you make big jumps, like when I jumped up today and tried this, all of a sudden I was like, okay, I can't mess around here. This has got to be perfect. And it showed me exactly where I needed to work harder on getting my form together. So anyway, I just finished off the Turkish get-ups there to wrap up, what is it, day 49? 50? I think it's day 50. I'll have to look at the titles there, and let's see, you can even tell that grip doesn't look right. Just doesn't look right. So much learning needs to happen, and yeah, and I just managed to squeak this in today, go down and pick up that bell, and that was the big news. I was really excited to pick it up. So if you have any questions, or if you're working at this stage here and you got any input on how to handle that heavier kettlebell or how to work into it, let me know. Because in the book, the Simple and Sinister book, all it basically says is once you accomplish that one kettlebell, then you just start adding in 1 set, 2 set, 3 set over time with the heavier kettlebell. But like the strength discrepancy for me is so huge that I can't even get 1 rep out yet. So I mean, I can swing it barely with terrible form, but yeah, all I just decided to do is just a bunch of single kettlebell floor presses after this to try to work up at least that portion of it. And if you guys got any tips, let me know. And I'll sign this off here. Just finish this off.